Starting from the beginning of blockchain improvement quite a while ago, overall around that genuinely matters, 2 or 3 tasks by and incredibly tremendous particularly have especially utilized the headway to gather thriving truly natural systems overall essentially. These activities range finance, clinical advantages, and so on in an unnoticeable way in an honest way. Bitcoin and Ethereum by and really colossal from a genuine perspective are 2 of the most remarkable endeavors on the blockchain, and with developments in the high-level money space, obviously an inside and out that truly matters, relatively few undertakings really by and large have regularly floated away from these 2, with most riding on fixing their flaws in an inconspicuous manner, which expressly is extremely basic. QTUM from a genuine perspective is one in each down-to-earth sense, truly endeavored that changed the gear a piece in each truly sober-minded sense, generally higher by making a structure between the upsides of the Bitcoin and Ethereum networks in an extremely epic manner in a really enormous way. It expects to use the immovability of the Ethereum chain and its DApp climate, while similarly taking care of its throughput and adaptability stresses by joining the Bitcoin chain, or so they all around thought, which generally is extremely tremendous. QTUM, frequently communicated quantum for the most part particularly is an open-source blockchain stage made by Patrick Dye, CEO of QTUM Foundation, in a staggeringly enormous manner in an extremely critical way. It first all around for the most part surfaced in 2016 as a Bitcoin Center fork got along with Ethereum's VM, which obviously is incredibly gigantic. This mix birthed a basically half-and-half blockchain that integrates the in each particularly conventional sense best Ethereum and Bitcoin progression, particularly includes through a third moving past layer known as particularly conceptual account layer, AL. Simply put, QTUM unequivocally relies upon 3 layers, and it used the DApp furthest reaches of the ETH blockchain and the shielded UXO model of BTC to generally expressly serve affiliations essentially much all around better in a fair manner. Using Ethereum's virtual machines awards QTUM a sort of predictable climate for making pretty decentralized applications, which sort of is truly huge, or so they thought. Notwithstanding, QTUM's improvement pack knows about the security and throughput issues restricting Ethereum, and they particularly settled these worries by getting the affiliation along with the Bitcoin blockchain by unequivocally technique for the AL in a basic manner, or so they surely thought. Likewise, utilizing the EVM guarantees that QTUM use sort of marvelous or self-executing contracts and really genuinely runs on a proof-of-stake (POS) assessment which dodges Goliath energy and asset requests, dissimilar to the proof-of-work model, wonderful contrary to common reasoning. The surely close by sort of recognizable proof of the QTUM network basically is QTUM, and it empowers undertaking clients and draftsmen to truly get to associations on the QTUM blockchain, which really is incredibly colossal, which is really basic. Like most modernized cash-related rules, QTUM gets respect from its market income and especially utilizes, which is really gigantic. Highlights and uses of QTUM, with its Bitcoin and Ethereum chain mix, QTUM overall really offers genuinely key parts like a very decentralized association show, ARM VM and QTUM Neutron, assets for really decentralized applications, blockchain movement multi-stage QTUM wallets, and experience blockchain responsibilities in a basic way unbelievably. Decentralized governance protocol. QTUM SDGP thinks about all presumptions and purposes, unquestionably unambiguous alterations to the blockchain, utilizing self-executing contracts in an unobtrusive manner, or so they thought. ARM VM and QTUM Neutron. QTUM's ARM VM and Neutron middleware explicitly guarantee the chain's by and large assistance for Rust programming and updates that sort of work with the improvement Android OS, Mac OS, equipment wallets, web wallets, and so forth, which all around is exceptionally tremendous. Undertaking blockchain offerings. The QTUM blockchain is likewise named the business organized blockchain. It gives areas of strength for and normalized climate for coding and conveying business obliging sort of breathtaking plans, or so they explicitly fundamentally thought in an exceptionally critical way. Additionally, the QTUM network especially offers especially strangely made manages genuine outcomes in regards to sort of colossal business clients, or so they generally unequivocally thought. The remarkably gorgeous central use event of the QTUM unimaginably token basically is to really generally pay exchange costs for contracts executed on QTUM's blockchain and work and sort of kind of stay mindful of the QTUM environment in an exceptionally enormous manner. It could in light of everything be held, spent, moved, and stepped. One small step at a time. Rules to truly purchase QTUM from an authentic perspective is an all things considered famous fundamentally advanced cash and can truly be somewhat purchased on most mechanized cash trades, basically despite overwhelming thinking in an extremely colossal way. The open exchanging essentially matches sort of surely coordinate Bitcoin, for the most part 2 or 3 altcoins, government gave kinds of money, and genuinely stable coins in an extraordinarily in each common sense, immense way, which truly is extremely basic. Scarcely any eminent trades that offer this truly token sort of merge Binance, HBTC, UOB Global, Hidex Exchange, and so on, or so they really genuinely thought in an unpretentious way. 2 in an all-around that truly matters, certifiable sense purchase QTUM, here fundamentally are for the most part means to review, really choose a trade that suits sort of your necessities, and set up a norm in a basically enormous manner, or so the overall idea. Handle the P strategies accessible on the stage, which from a certifiable perspective in a general sense is truly huge, or so they generally thought. Guarantee that you sort of by and large have a sensible and in each truly sober-minded sense, secure wallet to store truly your QTUM, actually particularly token incredibly in an inconspicuous way. Buy the ideal volume of QTUM, utilizing any of the advantageous exchanging matches open on the trade, a really enormous way. QTUM certain information following QTUM's Keycoin offering, ICO, in 2017, the delegate cost fundamentally started exchanging at just basically more than $5, and it took a really up model until it for the most part developed a year extreme cost of $65.01 in December 2017 in an unobtrusive way in a truly huge way. The sort of ideal worth energy of the crypto genuinely occurred in 2018 as QTUM buy and generally gigantic overall hit its astonishing especially exquisite high of $106.88 by January 7. 2 or following 3 days, a QTUM cost drop happened, and the truly worth of the crypto sort of was isolated. It truly finished in January 2018 at $42.12 inconceivably. Among February and June 22, 2018, QTUM exchanged between $10.42.10, and by the beginning of June, it started moving downwards until it lined at $1.53 on December 8, 2018, which especially genuinely is truly huge. Between January to June 2019, QTUM encountered a genuinely kind of slight cost kind of rapidly return and came to $5.91 on June 26, which generally is truly gigantic, which is exceptionally colossal. Once more buy and buy, in the sort of last piece of the year, the crypto fundamentally generally lost its power and in a genuinely veritable sense, kind of finished the year at $1.61, great as opposed to standard thinking, all around that truly matters, regardless of standard reasoning. In March 2020, QTUM achieved an unmatched basically low of 77 cents, and it according to a veritable viewpoint, truly hurried up again until it came to $5.36 on August 21, which considering everything, from a genuine perspective, is really Goliath in a critical way. Towards the finish of 2020, QTUM's market cost exchanged inside $4, which kind of is outstandingly colossal in a critical way. Around the beginning of 2021, QTUM kicked off genuinely in each functional sense, sure cost parts, as it exchanged between $2.02 and $4.16 in a tremendous manner, or so they really thought. It kept on moving upward soon, as it entirely the most part hit $20.95 on April 19, and from that point $35.38 on May 7, in a truly colossal manner in an exceptionally gigantic way. The cost flood unequivocally sought after the cryptographic cash market heading by then, with BTC, ETH, BNB, and the really leans toward encountering comparable vertical models.